Are you seriously recording that now? Like,
Welcome back to Pop Culture Explosion, Episode 3. This is Michael Maddock with Paul O'Connor in tow.
and here at Pop Culture Explosion, we investigate everything: movies, television shows, trailers, news. We gather all the information so you don't have to, and we bring it to you. So, Mike, what is today's episode?
Today's episode, we're talking about Netflix's Daredevil series.
Ah, Netflix's Daredevil. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're one of those good people that are paying that $9 or $8 a month Nextel subscription, great job. And if for somehow you're watching Netflix for free, shoot me a message in the comments below, and we're not judging, okay? So, Mike, I just started watching Daredevil like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and you were the one that really dragged me into this show. And my first thought is,
When are you going to learn?
Thank you. It is a great show.
It's awesome.
I really enjoy this this series. What is your first initial thoughts with Daredevil?
I've been a fan of Daredevil since the 80s when I bought issue number 1 at a comic convention for $40. So, you know, I've been following him ever since, and he's one of my favorite B-list characters. So,
and that's where I differ from you. I mean, I knew of Daredevil. I mean, he crossed paths with Spider-Man quite a lot. I mean, I really only collected the X-Men Spider-Man books as a kid. So I saw the Daredevil, but again, he wasn't one of my favorite.
he wasn't in the forefront.
No, not at all. But he's a great character, though.
What's great about this whole thing is it's a shared world. So we're going to get Jessica Jones, which is out now, which is also renewed for a second season. We've got Luke Cage, which is filming, and then we've got Iron Fist, which Game of Thrones actor was recently cast as Iron Fist. Look for that one. So I do like the idea that they're leading up to what they're all going to be, the Defenders. So that's going to be a series in the future.
Netflix and Marvel, they're a match made in heaven, I think. Yeah. So what? Starting at this, what is your first thought of what makes this show good?
Well, first of all, it's action packed. They really make Matt Murdock vulnerable. Because he gets his butt kicked. He's out there. He's not. He doesn't have super strength or whatever.
No, he gets shot. He gets stabbed.
He gets his butt kicked.
He has scars all over his torso.
So the fighting is really good.
Very good. Very
it keeps
good.
you in the story. The scripting. It was filmed very. Everything was done very well.
What makes this show great?
I think the story arc, the building of the characters, the growth of the characters over the season. Definitely. Foggy and Matt's relationship, they give you enough of that so you care about the characters.
And there's a moment where there's some extreme tension between those two.
Mm-hmm.
Karen, you see her in the very beginning of the series, and she plays a victim very well. Actually, she was a victim, and Daredevil pretty much rescued her from being murdered. She was a little weak at the beginning, but she grew in strength as time goes by.
Yeah, she had balls of steel, I would say that.
Yes, she did. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, that was, great character development and arc and the whole deal. And, you saw Daredevil fighting his inner demons. They go into
I love the conflict between his Catholicism and his violence that he has to do because he needs to do what's right. Probably one of the best scenes in the series is he's talking to this priest, and the priest goes, "Are you stressed out because you wanted to kill him, but you didn't, or that you didn't want to kill him, but you felt that you had to?"
Yeah, and he's looking for justification for what he's doing.
Well, that came from the priest, not from Daredevil.
No, that's what I'm saying. Daredevil was looking. I think he was looking for justification. Is it okay that I'm doing this?
Right.
Is it okay?
Yeah,
Why do I
yeah.
feel so bad? You know.
The probably though the most polarizing character in the entire season has to be Wilson Fisk.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
You know, you guys probably, when I first, I'm like, hey, I know that guy. Where have I seen him before? This guy's in so much work.
He really is.
But you probably would know him most from Law and Order.
Mm-hmm.
He is built to do the Kingpin. I mean, the guy's 6'2", probably weighs 250, 260. He's just a big guy. And he has that look. Now, Mike, I've been very critical of how Daredevil, the series, critical is actually being kind of nice. I didn't.
He hates the Kingpin.
I
He
hate
hates
it.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
No.
Oh, you have to clarify that.
I did not.
A lot of complaining about
First of all, he wasn't the Kingpin. The first 95% of the season, he was not Kingpin. He was this whiny little 9-year-old bitch of a boy in a 59-year-old body that threw major temper tantrums. And when he threw a temper tantrum, people died. Okay? A lot of the things that really pushed him over the edge were petty. I mean, seriously, he made bad business decisions because he was being petty and people paid the price.
Yeah.
Now, they did kind of go into an origin with him as a boy, with his father and his mother, and that whole relationship. So I got where they came from
Yeah, and
with
I think
that.
they gave you just enough of that, you know, to give you a good basis for the character. Then you spent episodes on it. I don't.
No.
And they did hint to it too.
Well, there was one real episode that really kind of featured with this, and again, it was enough information. So I understood where the character was coming from. I knew where the writers and the producers were coming from, but I'm comparing him to the Kingpin in the comic books, but I didn't realize it until the season finale was this whole season 1 was really a true origin story for Daredevil and for the Kingpin, because the Kingpin arrived at the final
Well,
episode.
yeah, it's like they both kind of,
right.
you know, came to who they are through the first season. So the first season's almost like an origin movie.
It was.
You know?
The entire season was. I mean, and
9.5 hour
and that's how they tricked us, because I just realized that like 10 minutes ago that whole season was an origin. The
Well, what tipped you off to the black costume?
yeah. So, but again, during the season, the Kingpin, he thought he was the good guy. You know, he thought my actions will justify the means, or the means justify the actions.
We're not buying it.
No, we're not. But at the final moment, you know, he tells the story of the Good Samaritan, and he realized, and he confessed this, I'm the villain. And so we finally see the Kingpin on the final episode, and all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? They wanted me to hate him. You know, like there's characters you love to hate. I just hated him. I did not like him at all. And the very final episode, I'm like, oh, I get it now. I see what you did there, guys. Good job.
Well, and it was very poetic how it ended and everything. You know, it's just so well written. That's unbelievable. You know?
Yeah,
I thought it
yeah.
was really good. So my last tip for this was, you know, if you want to go back and actually read the comic books, I would suggest just Googling greatest Daredevil stories, right? And it'll give you the top 10 or whatever. Do top 10 Daredevil stories, right? And go get those issues because they're great reads. So, season 2.
Season 2. Well, we have a couple new characters showing up. We have Daredevil. Now, Mike and I kind of talked about this a couple episodes. I loved the original Daredevil movies. The Dolph Lundgren. I thought
You're
he
talking
was
about Punisher.
Did I say Daredevil?
The original Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher's late. I watched Punisher with Dolph Lundgren, and then we had the Punisher with John Travolta. I missed the third one. I haven't seen that yet, and I enjoyed those. And I like the actor. You'll recognize him from The Walking Dead.
John Bernthal.
Yes,
Shane.
he played Shane. So he's going to be an interesting mix. I mean, Daredevil is that one hero that the other heroes go like, oh shit, you know, because there's blood where he ever walks, you know, and he's nailing the bad guys, and he's doing the full measure. I mean, he mentions
Shane is going to be, Shane. He's always going to be Shane to me, but you know, he is going to bring it. I mean, he's going to bring viewers to this.
Yeah.
He's going to be huge, and I guarantee he's going to get his own series as the Punisher.
And then we have Elektra. Now, Elektra, she was kind of a romance with Daredevil in the comic book, so it'll be interesting.
Early comic books, like,
right, right.
Long time ago.
I don't know much about Elektra. I never really followed her at all. Mike's more of an expert than I am, but she's just smoking hot. The actress, she has a black belt in karate, and she has a law degree, by the way. And she also played Jinx in
G.I. Joe Retaliation.
G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Yeah.
So having those two new characters into the fold, not really knowing what's going on with Kingpin, but he's going to be around, has to be. I think season 2 is going to be a lot of fun. It comes out in a couple weeks.
March 18th.
March 18th. We will have the trailer 1 and trailer 2 of season 2 in the description below, so you can take a look at that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So with that being said, Mike, final thoughts on Daredevil.
Final thoughts on Daredevil is if you haven't watched it yet, watch it, because season 2 is coming and it's going to be even better. So get on that.
Yeah, so guys, if you enjoyed this show, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But let's continue this conversation. If you think that we missed the mark somewhere, put it in the comments below. Mike, what is our next episode?
Next episode, we're going to go over some headlines. There's a lot of news going on.
A lot of news. Oh my goodness.
This is a busy movie year going on. I have my whole calendar is planned around these movies and these TV shows, so we can bring it to you. So we're just going to go over some headlines for you in the next episode.
So, everyone, peace out. Thanks for watching. I'm glad we're not doing this.